that has been described by mystics and sages throughout history. It is important to remember that the realization of unity consciousness is not a permanent or fixed state, but rather a fluid and
Can you hear me now? I got the thing echo, my bad. You can hear me now. Yeah, you was talking about something like this, right? Let me get it going. Let me know if you can hear it. Hey, hello. We learned a little bit about Kundalini. Hey, what's up? What's up? Learn a little about Kundalini.
of the body, igniting a profound transformation.
So basically, we learned about the Kundalini. It says, "No way, this early you split screen." I know, right? I got it going, man. Kind of crazy. You can hear the video. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Let me go back to it. Learn a little about the Kundalini.
On every level of your being. The journey of Kundalini awakening is a path of radical metamorphosis, a complete reconstruction of your physical, emotional, mental.
That is so true. It is a complete reconstruction. I dealt with it myself. It's like you go through like this crazy experience. I know, crazy work, right? Yeah, I'm working on it. You gave me the idea and I'm putting it to work. It's a great idea and I got everything set up. Everything like at first I was just gonna just see where it's gonna go, but it seems like it's going pretty well, you know. Let's go back to it.
And spiritual reality. It is a process of death and rebirth, a shedding of the false self to reveal the divine truth of who you really are. This transformation can be intense, even overwhelming at times, as the Kundalini energy works to purify.
Yeah, I'm really serious about this YouTube stuff, man. I'm serious about it, man. I'm really serious. Like I really want to do this stuff, man. Like right now, I'm just trying to get the video. At first, I was running. This is like a test study. It's like a test study to learn a little bit about the Kundalini spiritual awakening, man.
And awaken every cell of your body and every facet of your consciousness. But for those who are called to walk this path, the rewards are immeasurable. Kundalini awakening opens the door to states of consciousness and spiritual realization that have been the domain of mystics and sages for millennia. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery, a path of liberation and enlightenment that leads to the direct experience of your own divine nature.
That is so true. Like I've been going that same type of wavelength since my Kundalini rose. Like you go through like it go through like a very like warm, conscious experience when something like this happens. It's oh, hey, how you doing? We learning a little about the Kundalini today. Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Let me give you a roadmap and a source of support for your ongoing evolution. The first stage of Kundalini awakening is often marked by a sudden and dramatic shift in consciousness. It may be triggered by a specific spiritual practice or experience, such as deep meditation, intense prayer, or a profound encounter with a spiritual teacher, or it may arise spontaneously.
So in this stream, we learn spiritual stuff. Like right now, it's about Kundalini. If you have any type of spiritual videos you want me to watch, I will watch it. Like I don't knock no type of videos. If you want to learn about magic, anything. Hey yo, what's up, gamer? Petty. We just learn a little bit about the Kundalini here, because like I'm trying to be like a spiritual teacher, a spiritual motivator. So on this, we're gonna see like TikTok compilations. We're gonna hear a lot of spiritual people talk. You know what? Let me put something else on. Because right now, put something else on. Oh yeah, yeah. We can watch this. The new pyramid theory. I love the pyramid.
This journey with childhood cancer comes at you in waves. Every day we wait.
The Great Pyramid, 146 meters tall, 2.3 million blocks of stone. The base is almost a perfect square, off by mere centimeters, with a slope so razor precise, because even the slightest variation would mean a failure at the top. And the whole thing is aligned almost perfectly to true north, off by just 1/15 of a degree. And they did all of this without
What's up, Hajira? How you doing, man?
compasses or lasers or GPS. As far as we know, they use nothing but the stars. And if you scaled it,
Yeah, that's the thing about the pyramid. It's like all the pyramids are aligned with certain star groups. They say that a lot. Like every pyramid is aligned with certain star groups. Like all the pyramids are connected to different type of astrological sightings. You studying for the exam, or you can watch this too. That's what's up.
to the size of the Earth, the height to base ratio would almost match the curvature of the planet. The latitude is the exact same number as the speed of light, and just 0.0002 degrees off from the pyramid's latitude is also this subway in Louisiana, because a lot of things exist on that latitude. But you see, the pyramids seem so impossible, and our understanding is so limited, that it's just the perfect breeding ground for conspiracy theories. But it is worth remembering, if any civilization could pull this off, it's probably the Egyptians. Every year, the Nile flooded, and it turned the
See, the Egyptians is known for a lot of tech. I don't know why, but tech advancement though. They're known for a lot of tech advancement. I'm really curious how this video is gonna go down.
valley into a surplus machine with ridiculous amounts of grain, enough to feed tens of thousands of people who weren't farming. Remember our video on the Romans? They got their grain from Egypt. And that kind of surplus meant Egypt had something incredibly rare in the ancient world: time, labor, and stability for massive multi-year engineering projects. And they created incredible inventions like counterweighted lifting devices, mummification, star-aligned surveying tools, and one of—
Come on, that's how you're gonna be. I'm gonna call you Nuo. That's how you're gonna be, man. That's crazy. I'm trying to start something spiritual on this channel. I'm just learning about stuff. You don't want to learn, man?
the most accurate calendars on Earth, long before most civilizations could even write. On top of that, you have a hyper-organized bureaucracy that tracked everything. We literally have a 4,500-year-old site manager's logbook, where this guy named Mirror documents how his crew boated the Tura limestone to the pyramid site. In fact, we have records for everything, like how they brought the stone, who they hired, and even the payroll. Everything except how they actually built the pyramids. Oh, by the way, they weren't built by slaves. Archaeologists found entire work.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that pyramid wasn't even built by slaves because it's built so fine. You know, it's like, I don't think slaves can even do it. It says, Jesus is the only real God. Can you pull his journey up? I will after this, doctors. Make sure you like and subscribe. It says, I'm curious about what you think about this once she explained. I got you. We're going to watch it.
Districts at Giza with bakeries and workshops and medical teams, and even the tombs of the craftsmen. These were skilled labor crews, not an oppressed workforce. And despite keeping diligent records of all of this, when it comes to the construction drawings, it's kind of like they said, well, let's mess with those guys a little bit. Because maybe they knew that we were going to be arguing about this for centuries.
A class. In this world, it is something that the goddess blesses us with.
There are a lot of theories about how these pyramids were built. Cranes, counterweights, kites, water elevators. But there's two big ones: ramps. In the classic one, the external ramp theory, workers drag the blocks up a huge ramp as the pyramid rises. It's very simple, in theory. To keep the slope gentle enough for normal humans, and not physical 100 athletes, the ramp would need to stretch around 2 kilometers. Anything shorter or steeper, people probably start dying on you. Well, things get a little challenging. By the time you've built a ramp that's safe to walk on, you've basically cost yourself more materials and labor just to build the thing that builds the thing. And the real
See, that's the thing about the ramp there. It's like when you go too far up the ramp, you start sliding back down. Like you said, it caused a lot of injuries. That's why the ramp there ain't worked out too much. This is another day, another pre-recorded stream is diabolical. Nah, I'm trying to start something new on this stream. It's not pre-recorded. Like, I'm actually a live person. This is not pre-recorded. I'm actually a live person. It says, do you know the relation between Jesus and Krishna? They said that Krishna taught Jesus, right? Like that Jesus found Krishna somewhere and he was learning from Krishna. That's like the relations, right? This is not AI. Look, my hands are like right here. This is not AI. Look. It says he not pre-recorded, and I'm really live. Sure, buddy. Everybody keeps saying this AI is not AI. But let's get back to the video.
real killer is there is zero archaeological evidence of a mile-long ramp ever existing or being torn down. And then there's a twist on this theory. A ramp spiraling around the pyramid, shorter, more compact, reusing the same slope over and over. But now you have a different problem. The faces of the pyramid are perfectly straight, otherwise the edges can't meet at the apex. But to keep it at this precise angle, the builders had to constantly check the edges. But with a fat ramp in the way, it's blocking all the corners that you need access to. So if the ramp isn't outside...
Just to answer your question, Kent, Kent, Jesus had to learn from people. Sorry to say, he learned Rinky. Like, if you actually go search, he actually traveled around Israel and the Holy Land to learn stuff. He didn't just automatically know. Like, he really like went around and learned stuff. If you actually look at the story,
maybe it's inside. In the 1980s, someone saw a fox entering the Great Pyramid near the base and somehow popping out hundreds of feet higher. That little fox inspired the French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin to propose a hybrid system. A short external ramp made of limestone for the very first third of the structure, which is then reused for the top part once it's done. Then a hidden ramp spiraling inside the structure. It very neatly explains this missing debris, and it even answers some of the mysteries around the Grand Gallery, which Houdin thinks was a giant counterweight system for hoisting the granite beams found in the King's Chamber. It also explains why it's so tall and narrow, and lined with strange benches, and covered in scuff marks, as if something hard and heavy slid through it over and over again. It's elegant, but then, in 2015, the pyramids got a giant CT scan.
now I know she's just explaining like all the possible reasons how it could be built. I know we soon get to the good parts. Cause I know about all the theories and stuff, but this is the new one, so I'm trying to get to know this one too.
This is muon tomography. Think of muons as high-energy particles from space that are constantly raining down on Earth. They pass through rock, but very dense areas slow
Let me say, you gotta understand, like Krishna helped Jesus Christ, bro. You gotta understand that, like he's known, he's known. Yeah, she's doing it. It said Krishna was before 400k. Jesus was 200k before. It was 17 years law. Jesus came to Jagannath temple and got teachings from Krishna from gurus, and also visit Kashmir side. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Like Jesus actually got help. Sad to say.
Down. So if you put detectors inside and around the pyramid and wait long enough, you can build a 3D density map, kind of like a medical CT scan, and you can do all of this without touching a single stone. And in 2015, they found something crazy. A massive, unexplained void just above the Grand Gallery, which led to thousands of new theories overnight. But what they didn't find was a clean spiral running just under the surface. If a kilometer-long ramp was hiding there, let's say, you would expect at least a faint trace, but instead the scan shows scattered voids. It doesn't necessarily kill the idea, but it strongly weakens the argument. And then most other pyramid construction theories are variations on these two. The thing about these theories is that most of them actually work until you reach the top. The apex is actually the hardest part of the whole structure, because even a tiny error at the base becomes a huge deviation at the top. The edges need to be perfectly straight, so you need full access to all 4 faces and lots of room to work. With an external ramp, you eventually have to remove it or drastically shrink the ramp right when you need it the most. With an internal ramp, the higher you get, you are losing the turning radius, the hauling space, and
we're watching the new pyramid theory right now. She's basically going over how they was thinking about all these other theories, and she's basically going over like how some theories was like. She's basically going over all the theories on how the pyramid was built, basically. We're just getting into it. This is my first time actually watching this video. And this boy, Jesus ain't need help. He wasn't a human being, but sometimes, so I can't have that conversation with people who personally know him. But what about when he was 12, when the 3 prophets was following him? He wasn't doing anything magical then. Remember when Mary gave birth to him, and he left out the house and 3 prophets was following him when he was 12? He needed help when he was 12, bro. He had a mother and everything. And the 3 prophets was following him.
of course, the ability to check the edges. When you look at pyramids in other cultures, you start to notice a lot of them dodge this issue with a flat top. Even Egyptian pyramids later lose their tips. This is why, according to this Egyptologist, although pyramids were made all over the world, only the Egyptian pyramids are considered a miracle of the world. In other words, this sharp apex actually is the rarest and hardest part to explain, and the key to the pyramid's construction. By the way, all of this background research and custom assets we created for this video, we decided to put it on a dedicated page. And we built the whole thing in Framer, who's also the sponsor of this video. Framer is a design tool that lets you iterate with precision and turn your design ideas into a live website with a single click. Each of the theories get their own section, but there are so many other interesting pieces of history that we had to include. All the live previews and interactive alignment tools made it very easy for us to see results instantly. You can even animate the elements in full 3D without getting into code. Everything works through simple transform controls inside Framer. Framer also has a huge built-in font library, so although Papyrus might have been on theme, finding something Egyptian and also modern was surprisingly easy, and we didn't want to risk triggering any graphic designers. It's also super easy to see how it can adapt across different devices, and our whole team can build on the same project together in real time. You can find our research page linked in the description, along with a Framer link and a discount code if you want to check it out.
I know, that's just the part about business, man. They always yap about, sponsors and stuff like that.
Imagine being able to
soon a commercial popped up.
Thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Let's get to this email that I received 2 years ago, which actually kickstarted my obsession with the pyramids. His name is Huni Choi, and he's not an architect, not an Egyptologist, just someone who spent 10 years obsessively modeling every measurable stone at Giza, like thousands of blocks, hand-placed in 3D. And at first, I thought it was a little bit, feels a little conspiracy theory. But then I did read the research, and I realized he wasn't trying to solve the pyramid. He was trying to solve the system that produces a pyramid. He says the Great Pyramid wasn't built on its own, but through a chain of sacrificial structures that are designed to be cannibalized. Let me explain. Before the Great Pyramids was a natural limestone outcrop with small hills. Most of the core blocks for Khufu's pyramid was carried directly from this plateau, with finer casing limestone brought from Tura and granite from Aswan. And they really used this landscape to their advantage. First, they identified the high points, shaved them, and terraced them, turning the hill into a working platform. Then you overbuild. Instead of starting with a pyramid shape, you create a rough, gigantic trapezoidal step mass with an integrated ramp system. And once the ramp reaches its full height, you start carving it down into the final pyramid shape. Remember the apex problem? Even the tiniest error at the base explode into huge deviations at the top. But if you work downward from a wide, stable platform, it's much easier to retain this precise angle. The shape is actually super important here. If we were to apply the system to a pyramid shape, The ramp would get
Yeah, it's getting good now. It's making sense. It's getting good now. So basically, they created like passageways, and when it was done, they just shaved it down. I see what you mean by cannibalized.
deeper and higher as you go up, creating another death slide for the workers. But a trapezoid spreads outward at the top, and it gives you this workable 7-degree ramp all the way up. A flat, safe working deck around the apex, and full visibility of all 4 edges as you carve the final geometry. Instead of fighting the pyramid shape, you delay it until the very end. Once you carve down the step mass, the extra limestone is then reused for the other pyramids. The Great Pyramid is roughly 6 million tons. Choice model estimates the initial step mass to be around 8 million tons. Carving that down gives you roughly 2 million tons of reusable stone. This gets split between the working mass for Khafre's pyramid and into the other annex buildings. Then this process is repeated for the other pyramids, each one going through the same recursive construction loop. Once you add all of the stone that moves through this loop, you get around 14 million tons circulating through the system, with roughly
Find the video so I can watch it.
1 million tons left over, which weirdly lines up with the mainstream volume estimates for the entire Giza complex. What's interesting about this theory is that it treats the entire plateau as a single construction engine and a closed-loop system, and it actually matches Egyptian behavior. Because the Egyptians were really into recycling. They turned broken boats into furniture, broken furniture became small objects, and later dynasties literally mined old pyramids for new buildings. So a cannibalizing system for the pyramids kind of feels like a very Egyptian thing to do. And the idea of shaping the earth into ramps, that's not new either. Before the Crane, which was
What's that? Is that a, I don't know why, the Kabbalion principles of the universe. Is that a story about Jesus Christ?
invented by the Greeks in the 6th century BC,
So the theory makes sense. It makes sense. It's just that it kind of sucks how we had to basically find theory after theory on how it was built. Like we couldn't just agree on how it was built. We had to find theory after theory after theory after theory. Oh, it's not about Jesus, that video. Now we'll get into some spiritual stuff. I understand the theory a lot though. It makes a lot of sense. Like they basically created the pyramid from basically by carving it down from a bigger limestone block and working down. Cause you know what's crazy? That do kind of makes sense because there was temples in India with the same theory. Because in India they also carved it down. Like I'm pretty sure you know the temple I'm talking about, right? In India they carved the temple downward, and they couldn't mess up. I forgot the name of the temple. I forgot the name of it, but they did the same thing in India. So that theory do sound believable. It do sound believable. We're gonna watch that after this. We're gonna watch that after this. We're gonna watch that after this. Watch it after this.
Alright, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys the answers to some of the questions that I asked when I was trying to figure out my purpose and what was going on. Okay, and to give you guys a better understanding of who I am and what I'm here to do. Alright, so the first question, is there a true title for what I am? What I'm going to ask my rods to do is to confirm yes when I'm telling the truth and confirm no if I'm saying something that's not accurate, okay? So the answer that I was given, I have my notes on the side here. In regard to, is there a true title for what I am? The answer was yes, but not one that the world gives. Is that correct? And then the titles that I was given were Vessel of Instruction, Gatekeeper, Restorer of Divine Order. Yes, thank you. The role is not for entertainment or for predictions or comfort.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
this
for
is about.
correction and activation.
I gotta get my video, get my videos down. You know, we're gonna watch your video. What's the name? It says the Kybalion. Let's watch that. I have to get my videos down, but I gotta watch it first. I'm just picking anything. I don't know what she was talking about. It says, bro, start a video of Jesus of. Let me see. Let's watch. We're gonna watch that after this. We're gonna watch that after this. Hey, what's up?
हरे कृष्णा। क्या आप जानते हैं जीसस क्राइस्ट भारत आए थे? क्या जीसस क्राइस्ट को सच में जगन्नाथ मंदिर के अंदर प्रवेश मिला था? तो चलिए आज हम जानेंगे क्या हुआ था जीसस के उस 13 से 30 साल के बीच जो बाइबल में भी नहीं लिखा गया है। लेकिन उससे पहले मैं आपको बता दूं, ये सभी जानकारी जो हम अभी देने जा रहे हैं वह द एक्वेरियन गॉस्पेल ऑफ जीसस द क्राइस्ट बुक से ली गई है। इस बुक के सेक्शन 6 चैप्टर 21 से लेकर चैप्टर 35 तक जीसस क्राइस्ट के भारत में रहने के बारे में बताया गया। इसके अतिरिक्त भी और किताबें हैं जैसे कि द लॉस्ट लाइफ ऑफ जीसस क्राइस्ट, जिसमें जीसस क्राइस्ट के भारत आने के सबूत मिलते हैं। तो ये बात उस समय की है जब हमारे उड़ीसा के राजकुमार रवाना नज़ारेत पहुंचे थे जो कि इजराइल में है। जीसस के बारे में पूरी जानकारी।
I'm just letting you know, I'm a cornball at this. My first day doing it. I'm a cornball. We about to watch the Kybalion principles. The Kybalion principles. And after that, we'll get into that next. We'll get into that next. I gotta. Hey, what's up, Dark? What's up, Dark? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Talking about this? Is this a video?
The Kybalion, a mystical text attributed to the mysterious Hermes Trismegistus, is a cornerstone of Hermetic philosophy.
Can you hear this now?
It encapsulates the essence of ancient wisdom in a way that has resonated through the ages, offering profound insights into the nature of reality and the mind's power over it. To understand how to use the Kybalion to instantly shift your reality, we must delve into its teachings with an open mind and a willing heart. The Kybalion outlines 7 Hermetic principles that govern the universe: mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Each principle acts as a key to unlock the mysteries of existence, revealing how our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape the world around us. The first principle, mentalism, is particularly crucial for understanding how to shift your reality, as it declares that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Mentalism teaches that everything in the universe originates from thought. The external world is a reflection of the internal world. To change your reality, you must first change your thoughts. This concept is not new. It echoes through various philosophies and self-help teachings. However, the Kybalion provides a framework that connects this idea to a broader cosmic order. By accepting that reality is a mental construct, you gain the power to reshape it. Consider this. If your mind is the creator of your reality, then by altering your mental state, you can alter the physical world. This might sound like magic, but it's grounded in the understanding that our perceptions and beliefs filter our experiences. When you change your thoughts, you change your focus, and in doing so, you begin to notice different aspects of reality. This shift in awareness brings new opportunities and experiences into your life. The principle of correspondence stating, as above, so below, as below, so above.
But that is true. When you shift your thought, yeah, you change everything. This stuff is true. It's just that I'm new to this, bro. So I'm trying to like understand it and watch the lobby and stuff. But nah, this is pretty good. Like I understand it. It's pretty good, bro. Like I understand it. It's like I'm still learning it. Like I'm trying to see if it has any, like it's close to meditation. When you shift your thoughts, something else happens. Like I'm just watching it for the very first time. So I'm just looking at it. I'm just learning, bro. I'm just learning.
Reinforces this idea. It suggests a direct relationship between the macrocosm and the microcosm. By understanding the workings of your mind, you can understand and influence the workings of the universe. The same patterns and laws apply.
Yeah, that is true. When you understand the workings of the mind, you can understand how the universe works. The mind is directly connected to the universe via third eye.
On all levels of existence, from the smallest atom to the vastness of space. This interconnectedness means that any change you make within yourself is mirrored in the external world. To put these principles into practice, start with introspection. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice how they influence your perception of reality. Are there negative patterns or beliefs holding you back? Identify these mental blocks and consciously replace them with positive, empowering thoughts. This process requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are profound. As you cultivate a positive mindset, you begin to attract positive experiences. The principle of vibration states, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle explains that everything, including thoughts and emotions, is in constant motion. Different states of mind vibrate at different frequencies. Negative emotions like fear and anger have lower vibrations, while positive emotions like love and joy have higher vibrations. By raising your vibration, you can align yourself with higher states of being and manifest your desires more effectively. To raise your vibration, engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. Meditation, for instance.
That is true to raise your vibration. You got to engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. That's the only way to get the mind going. Because this thing is 100% right. You focus something, but you got to do it. But you got to be happy. You got to let your mind flow like water. That's 100% true.
Is a powerful tool to calm the mind and elevate your emotional state. Visualization techniques can also help you attune your mind to the frequency of your desired reality. Imagine your goals as if they are already achieved. Feel the emotions associated with that success and hold that vision with unwavering faith. This practice aligns your mental vibration.
Hello from Sri Lanka. What's up?
With the reality you wish to create, making it more likely to manifest. The principle of polarity asserts that everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Understanding this principle allows you to see the dual nature of reality. Every positive has a negative, every up has a down, and every light has a shadow. This duality is not meant to be a source of conflict, but rather a means to understand and balance the extremes. When you encounter challenges or negative situations, recognize them as opportunities for growth. The law of polarity teaches that within every adversity lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. By shifting your perspective and focusing on the positive aspect of any situation, you can transform challenges into stepping stones toward your goals. This mindset shift is crucial for altering your reality. Instead of being a victim of circumstances, you become the master of your destiny. Rhythm, the principle that everything flows out and in, everything has its tides, teaches us about the natural cycles of life. Just as the tides ebb and flow, so do.
That's what we do on the channel. We seeking God, bro. We just doing spiritual things. We learning about the Kabbalion principles right now. But we on here expanding our minds, expanding our consciousness. That's we're learning stuff on here. We all know who Jesus Christ is, man. Born by the mother of Mary at a virgin birth.
Our experiences. Understanding and aligning with these rhythms can help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. When you find yourself in a challenging phase, remember that it is temporary and that a period of growth and expansion will follow. This awareness helps maintain a balanced perspective and prevents you from being overwhelmed by temporary setbacks. The principle of cause and effect states, every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. This principle emphasizes the law of karma, the idea that our actions have consequences. By becoming mindful of your actions and their potential impact, you can create positive outcomes in your life. Every thought, word, and deed sets into motion a chain of events that shape your reality. By consciously choosing actions that align with your highest good, you can influence the course of your destiny. Lastly, the principle of gender, which states, gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles, highlights the importance of balance and harmony. The masculine and feminine energies with
the Kybalion is basically the extract of the principles from Hermes, a syncretic god originating from Thoth and Hermes, Egyptian and gods of wisdom. Oh wow.
Within us must be in equilibrium for us to achieve our full potential. The masculine principle is active, assertive, and logical, while the feminine principle is passive, receptive, and intuitive. By cultivating
so this is basically the Kabbalah. I know you're talking about the Kabbalah. I'm like, what is the Kabbalah? You're talking about the Kabbalah, right? I know you're talking about. You're talking about the Kabbalah. I know you're talking about.
Cultivating both aspects within yourself, you create a harmonious inner state that supports your growth and transformation. To apply these principles in daily life, start by integrating them into your mindset and actions. Practice mindfulness to become aware of your thoughts and their impact on your reality. Use positive affirmations to reinforce empowering beliefs. Engage in meditation and visualization to align your vibrations with your desired reality. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and maintain a balanced perspective through life's natural rhythms. Be mindful of your actions and their consequences and strive.
Oh, it's not the Kabbalah, but it's not the Kabbalah. It says Kybalion, so it's not the Kabbalah. Oh wow, I'm still learning though. Hermetism.
To create harmony within yourself by
Hermetism.
balancing your masculine and feminine energies. The Kybalion offers timeless wisdom that can transform your life if you approach it with an open heart and mind. By understanding and applying its principles, you gain the power to shift your reality and create a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Remember that change begins within. As you transform your inner world, the outer world will naturally follow. Embrace the teachings of the Kybalion, and you will discover that you are the master of your destiny, capable of creating the reality you desire.
It says, the lips of wisdom are closed, expect the ears of understanding, the Kybalion. Well, that was what's up, man. That was what's up. Getting spiritual in here, man. Getting spiritual, man. Be learning. I'm trying to learn a lot more, man. That was cool. That was cool. That was cool right there, man. All right, so Tyson, I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get copyrighted. That's the number one thing I want to do. So I'm gonna end this live stream. All right, I'm gonna see if we get copyrighted. I'm gonna live stream tomorrow. Nice. Thank you for joining this live, everybody. I really appreciate it. I was just seeing where it was gonna go. I'm just trying to test new ideas out. So tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like watch other ones. No, I'm not in prison. I'm actually in the United States. I'm not in a prison. It says I think you can find the Kundalini Hermetism. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm gonna put in like my save it. So I'm gonna have to like watch videos and start saving it and then put it on my live and then start. I have to like organize my channel now with this. So I will send you new videos if you want on Discord. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'll watch the videos on Discord too. I just want to see if I'm gonna get copyright. If I don't get copyright, I'm gonna do this all the time. But this is pretty fun. It gives me a chance to chill, lay back, let other things happen. Then I can just come out and start talking. It helps bring that vibes to my channel. I really appreciate your advice, Tyson. And I gotta work and I'm just a noob at it. But I see, for me to do this, I need to have videos you know what I mean? Like I have to have things like organized. So let me see if I get copyrighted. All right, I'm at the end of this live stream. It says, I think if you interrupt every 30 seconds. So I gotta talk like every 30 seconds. I got you. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do, but I'm about to find out right now. Then if that happens, I'm just gonna like go to a website and just start Wikipedia and stuff or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure I get fair use of to review videos. I'm pretty sure this is called reaction videos, right? But I'm about to find out. Okay, Tyson, nice talking to you, man. Nice talking to you.